You say you're working on it. You say you're making it better. But deep down, you know the truth. You're not making progress. You're stuck. And the worst part? You're telling yourself it's because you have high standards. That's not it. You're not perfecting it. You're avoiding it. And that avoidance? It's killing your business. You think you're being careful, smart, strategic. You tell yourself, it's not ready yet. I just need to tweak a few things. Once it's perfect, I'll launch. But let's be honest. How long have you been saying that? Weeks? Months? Years? Here's the brutal truth. Perfectionism isn't about high standards. It's about fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of failure. Fear of putting something out there and it not being good enough. So instead of launching, you tweak. Instead of posting, you edit. Instead of selling, you wait. And every time you do that, you stay exactly where you are. Stuck. Watching. Waiting. Doing nothing. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Because perfectionism doesn't just delay success, it kills it. Your brain loves safety. It loves certainty. And perfectionism feels safe because it keeps you from putting yourself out there. If you don't launch, you can't fail. If you don't post, nobody can judge. If you don't sell, you don't have to face rejection. But guess what? That same safety is what's keeping you broke. Because in business, inaction is the biggest risk. You might think, if I wait until it's perfect, I'll succeed faster. No. The truth? The people who win aren't the ones who wait for perfect. They're the ones who start messy. Think about the biggest businesses, creators, and entrepreneurs. Do you think their first product was perfect? No. These companies didn't start with perfection. They started with action. Their first products? Far from what they are today. But they launched, learned, and improved. They didn't wait. Because perfection doesn't come before success. Perfection comes from action. Since perfection isn't possible, here's what you do instead. Forget 100%. Forget it has to be just right. Launch when you have 40% to 70% of the information. This approach, known as Colin Powell's 40 to 70 rule, suggests that waiting for more than 70% of the information can lead to missed opportunities. A website that's 70% done but live? Better than a perfect one sitting in drafts. A sales page that's 70% optimized but launched? Better than waiting months for the perfect version. A product that's 70% refined but selling? Better than no product at all. And the best part? Once it's out there, you get real feedback. You see what works. You improve based on results, not guesses. And that's how real progress happens. If you're stuck in perfectionism, here's a simple way to snap out of it. Instead of saying, I need to finish this, say, I just need to start for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of writing, 2 minutes of building, 2 minutes of action. That's it. Why? Because perfectionism feeds on overwhelm. And once you break that first barrier, once you get started, momentum takes over. This idea comes from the 2-minute rule, introduced by David Allen in his book, Getting Things Done. He explains that if a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately instead of postponing it. If starting feels hard, just commit to 2 minutes. Once you start, the resistance fades. Suddenly, you're not thinking, is this perfect? You're thinking, I'm already doing it. If you're waiting for it to be perfect before you take action, you'll be waiting forever. Perfectionism is killing your business, not because your work isn't good enough, but but because nobody can see it. Nobody can buy what you don't sell. Nobody can read what you don't publish. Nobody can support what you don't share. So launch it, publish it, sell it. Because done is better than perfect. And perfection never pays the bills. Thanks for watching. If you like this, subscribe for more.